December 10th, 1999. UCLA's campus sleeps, silent except for the hum of a dormitory still buzzing with late-night gamers and cramming students. Among them, 18-year-old Michael Negrete, a freshman who steps away from his friend's room and vanishes into thin air. No struggle, no witnesses, just a single chilling clue left behind in his dorm. Decades later, his disappearance remains one of California's most baffling mysteries. What really happened to Michael Negrete? And why does the truth feel just out of reach? College dorms are supposed to be safe havens, fortresses of academics where students live, learn, and occasionally sleep. But peel back the veneer of university brochures and you'll find a darker truth. These buildings are often security theater at best. For every keycard access system, there's a tailgating student or a blind spot where cameras don't reach. And in the late 90s, even less oversight. Just a false sense of security masking a predator's playground. Enter the culture of dorm life itself. Nights blur into early mornings, fueled by energy drinks, instant ramen, and marathon gaming sessions. For students like Michael Negrete, it was the golden age of StarCraft and Quake. LAN parties stretching past midnight, CRT monitors glowing in the dark like digital campfires. It was normal, harmless, until one day it wasn't. Because on December 10th, 1999, in the middle of a seemingly ordinary night of gaming, Michael stepped away from his friend's dorm room and became a ghost. No screams, no signs of struggle, just an empty hallway and a mystery that would outlive the very century he vanished in. December 9th, 1999, evening. 10:30 p.m. Michael Negrete, an 18-year-old UCLA freshman, leaves his third-floor dorm room in Dykstra Hall to hang out with his friends down the hall. A computer science major and an avid gamer. He's in the middle of a typical college night. StarCraft battles, junk food, and the kind of sleep deprivation every student rationalizes as normal. 11:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Michael and his friends are deep in their gaming session. The dorm hums with the quiet energy of a weeknight. Scattered laughter, the clack of keyboards, the occasional door creaking shut. No one notices anything out of place. December 10th, 1999. The disappearance. 1:30 a.m. Michael's friend takes a break, leaving him alone in the room briefly. When the friend returns, Michael is gone. But his shoes, wallet, keys, and Game Boy Color, a prized possession he never traveled without, are still there. The computer is paused mid-game, 1:30 to 3 a.m. The last possible sighting of Michael comes from a dormmate who thinks they saw him near the building's elevator around this time. But it's hazy, unconfirmed. The kind of half-memory that investigators would later cling to, desperate for any leads. 3 a.m. By now, Michael's absence is noticeable. His roommate returns to find their door unlocked. Odd, since Michael was meticulous about locking it. The bed is untouched. The room feels frozen, like a museum exhibit of life interrupted. Morning, December 10th. Friends assume Michael crashed elsewhere, but as hours tick by, panic sets in. By afternoon, campus police are called. The search begins. The dorm room. No signs of struggle. Michael's belongings, including a single sock left on his bed, suggest he didn't plan to leave. Even his toothbrush was still in place. Security footage. UCLA's cameras catch nothing. No Michael, no suspicious figures, just static and blind spots. The elevator. Rumors swirl about the dorm's elevator being stuck that night. Did someone trap him inside? A malfunction or something more sinister? The pager. Michael's pager, a lifeline in '99, was left behind. Its last activity? A mundane message from a friend hours before he vanished. No red flags. Not having much to go off of, police scrambled for any leads they could get to eventually develop theories from. Dykstra Hall was a fortress with its gates wide open, propped doors, key cards borrowed or forgotten, a labyrinth of stairwells where anyone could slip in unseen. Was Michael the victim of an opportunistic predator? Someone who knew college dorms are perfect for hunting grounds? Michael was a gamer. The late 90s were the Wild West of online interactions, chat rooms, LAN parties, screen names whispering from the void. What if someone used that? A rival gamer who took obsession too far. A stranger who lured him out with the promise of a midnight match. But here's the catch. No witnesses, no suspicious messages, just a paused StarCraft game and a Game Boy left behind. The kind of clue that feels too deliberate. Was this a red herring? Or a trophy? Rumors cling to Dykstra Hall's elevators like cobwebs. Students whispered it got stuck that night. A mechanical flaw, or something holding the door open. If Michael stepped inside, who or what was waiting for him? The police dismissed it. No maintenance records. No screams heard. The elevators don't just erase people, unless someone made sure they did. The simplest explanation. Michael left on his own, but nothing adds up. No money taken, no goodbye notes, just a single sock on his bed, like he paused mid-action. This wasn't a teenager running away, it was someone interrupted. And then there's the pager. In 1999, you lived by it. Leaving it behind was like leaving your lungs at home. You just didn't. In 2016, a grisly discovery in San Diego. Human remains near a freeway. For a brief moment, the internet held its breath. Could this be Michael? But hope curdled fast. The bones didn't match. Just another dead end in a case that thrives on them. We map out disappearances like we're solving equations. Timelines. Witness statements. Evidence under glass. But what if some vanishings aren't puzzles to be solved? What if they're just fate? Michael Negrete didn't run. He didn't hide. By all accounts, he was exactly where he was supposed to be, until the universe decided otherwise. A wrong turn down a hallway. An elevator door closing at the wrong second. A stranger's face in the crowd that didn't look like a monster until it was. We want to believe we can control our stories, but sometimes the script is already written. Sometimes the hand just reaches down, and then you're gone. And if you ever find yourself alone in a dorm hallway late at night, maybe pause for a second. Listen for the creak of a door, the hum of an elevator, the sound of something moving just out of sight. Because fate doesn't knock. It doesn't warn. It just takes.